I remember I was like about 10 or 11 years old, and it was kind of funny because most of the girls I've known, like my friends from school, had already done it a long time ago. So it was like almost taking your wisdom tooth out. It was just a matter of fear of the pain. I even remember afterwards, like coming out of the anesthetic and having, you know, it took like 3 or 4 days to like not feel the pain at all. It was really painful.
But far from removing her wisdom teeth, Shireen was about to become another statistic in a practice as ancient as the pyramids of Egypt, long before the advent of Christianity and Islam.
I was around 10, 11 years old, and I wasn't that against it then. For me at that time, I was covered, and it was kind of like having to give something up for something else. So it was like I was told if I agreed to get this procedure done, I can remove my scarf, and that was something really cool for me. I was just worried and concerned mostly about the pain, but they said I would be sedated, I wouldn't feel anything. But it was actually a bit, you know, prestigious, or like it kind of made me feel, you know, it's something that girls wish to do and are willing to do, because it's almost like a purification kind of thing. So it's like if you don't do it, it's like you're not pure.
Female genital circumcision, also known as female genital mutilation, is practiced in 28 African countries, from Mauritania all the way to Ethiopia. Female genital mutilation is all procedures involving partial or total removal of the external female genitalia. Many families cling to the tradition. They believe it ensures a girl's chastity, beauty, and family honor, making her more marriageable and less prone to sexual relations outside marriage. Dr. Hussein Gohar, gynecologist, heads the Gohar Women's Health Center in Cairo and infamously known for fighting off pro-female genital mutilation advocates.
Circumcision in the female is equivalent to cutting off his penis, actually. Or at least the tip of the penis, because this is the analogous part to the clitoris. And when the discussion went on, that he said that it decreases the desire or the sexual desire in the female, I tried to explain to him that the desire is in the head. It has nothing to do with the genital organs. And when he didn't get it, I said that, you know, cutting off your tongue or breaking your teeth doesn't mean that you won't be able, you will, you know, still desire to eat some soup or, you know, chew some meat, but you won't be able to.
5 years ago, the practice was outlawed after a 12-year-old Egyptian girl bled to death. Egypt's Grand Islamic Mufti, Dr. Tantawi, stated publicly, the practice has no basis in Islamic teachings, and even though popular sheikhs agree in unison, families continue to do so because their parents and grandparents were all cut. In post-revolution Egypt, its predominantly Islamic parliament has been busy dealing with more pressing modern matters than this ancient tradition. But doctors are surprised that earlier this year, the Supreme Constitutional Court of Egypt, headed by numerous members of the Muslim Brotherhood, dismissed a lawsuit raised by pro-female genital mutilation advocate challenging the prohibition of female genital mutilation.
All the surveys proves that prevalence of FGM amongst new generation decreased, not increased. The government now is ruled by Muslim Brotherhood, but this is directly means that female genital mutilation increasing. I think this is a very generalizing note, and of course it's very stereotyping, because actually many of Muslim Brotherhood's leaders, they don't circumcise their daughter because, as I told you, it is not an Islamic tradition.
Many doctors continue to circumcise girls in private clinics. Their cases only go public when something goes horribly wrong.
Unfortunately, it has to come through two different ways. One of them would be doctors campaigning to educate people that female circumcision or female genital mutilation is really harmful to those young girls. And the other thing is that we have to get some sort of a religious advice from moderate Muslims saying that this is not part of the religion.
Having been a victim herself, Shireen now is one of the strongest voices advocating change.
So for Shireen Atif, it is too late. She hopes with increased public awareness, media attention, and stricter penalties, other girls will not have to go through it. Even though female genital mutilation has been outlawed, there had been a decline in reporting these cases throughout the country. Mojaddidi, Channel News Asia, Egypt.